channel. Sorry for the noise. Welcome back. Today I am at Ankara. I'm at Turkey. I am with my friend Dila, and I'm staying at house. And since I came here, I just wanted to add some books to my physical TBR and wanted to go with a bunch. I know I just purchased a lot of books from London when I was in there a week ago, but I thought that since I can purchase books here much more cheaper, why would I bother to buy it from where from? So I just bought a lot of books. And also, before I go to a book buying bin, I just wanted to have a lot of variety, and I bought really interesting books at London. So I showed you the books that I purchased from London, and they were really different books and different varieties over there. Right now, the books that I purchased from here is really more lean to romance genre, I guess. There's also some historical fiction. We will be talking about them shortly. But I believe I made really good choices with the books that I purchased because they are well known in the book community, or the books that I found interesting to read. So let's begin. The first book that I purchased is A Man Called Otto by Frederick Backman. This book is actually also a movie, but if you don't know, we have a character Otto. He doesn't he doesn't communicate with his neighbors, and he's a bit more Karen, he has rules, he doesn't just get out of it, and he is lonely actually. And one day, he gets along with the family, lives across the house. I remember they just recently moved in, and then his life changed in a different path instead of the one that he's sticking on. So it is a cute story. It's a bit dramatic if you know the movie also. And actually, I was thinking, I already watched the movie a long time ago, and I thought that I can read this one and just make annotations and review about what the movie was and what was the book like and what was the difference between them, and that will be so interesting to experience. Also, it's a pretty short book. It is 324 pages. It's not that long, and I can call it drama. I'm not sure which genre will it fit, but it's an interesting book. This book I purchased is Alchemized by Stanley Yu. As you can see, it has really cute sprayed edges, and they give so much detail to the Turkish edition of this book. If you don't know, also they put little stickers in it, and in addition to this, they put in really cute bookmark in it. We always appreciate bookmarks because I hate when people just wrap the pages and do something about them. No, that's not my cup of tea. I accept bookmarks that are formed from receipts or anything else, but you need to use a bookmark. It's my kind of love to the books. And if you don't know, the story is about a dark romantic fantasy debut following Helena Marino, a captive healer in a post-war world of necromancy and corrupt guilds. Suffering from memory loss, she struggles to regain her past while under the control of Cayenne Veron, discovering secrets about brutal war and forming a complex, high-stakes relationship with her captor. So it seems a bit interesting story to read, and also people mentioned this, that it's a bit more like Harry Potter-ish, and there's witchcraft, wizardry, and stuff like that, and there's also potions in it. I'm so curious about it, and just the things that I heard without getting any spoilers, so I cannot say a lot of things about the book, but it seems super interesting. So the next book I purchased is Alice Feeney's Beautiful Ugly. It's also a 2025 release. If you don't know, the topic is a physical thriller about author Grady Green, whose wife Abby vanishes on a deserted road. A year later, while grieving on a remote Scottish island, Grady spots a woman who looks exactly like his missing wife, plugging him into a dark, twisty mystery. So, after reading Housemaid, I get in a thriller era of my life because I think thrillers are just easy to hook in if you find a good thriller, by the way. If after the 50 pages you started wondering about what's going to happen, and also in your mind you're just trying to fix that puzzle of it, but you will never be successful in it. Especially the book she wrote before that. I just recently watched the show of it on Netflix, His and Hers, and it was so unexpected. Like I never thought the ending was gonna be like that. Without giving spoilers, I can only say that. And for this one, I think it's so promising, and I have huge hopes of. So we will see. The next book is actually one of the books that I was planning to read throughout. Like I mentioned that I want to read more Emily Henry novels because I just wanted to know the taste of her writing. And right now, I am already 50% in on this one. Is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This one, I think it's also published in 2025. Um, yeah. No, sorry, in 2022. It's a bit older book, but it seems really interesting. It is about a vacation that two sisters are taking. One of them is I can't say it's like publisher. She's like she's not an editor. She's like publisher of books. She just makes a good book deals. And she doesn't believe in like town romance like that's been mentioned in romance novels all the time. And she just got dumped. And she met Charlie to talk about a new book that will be needs an editor of, and he's an editor. And then she was late. They were like becoming nemesis. Like they don't like each other because he thought that she was a bit disrespectful to him, and she thought that he's just mean. She doesn't like him. So after that, when they went to a vacation to a place, Sunshine Falls, she sees Charlie, and the story goes from there. So it's a pretty interesting right now. Like I mentioned, I'm already 50% in, but the way they are actually acting, also the things that are going that you will be seeing, Nora will not believing, is happening a bit to her because of the environment of the small lake town city. Town. It's an interesting story. It's a good romance novel, but this one, I figured out that she's not using then and now a lot. But we will see. Like I already mentioned, it's a 50% of it. I'm already done with the book, but it seems interesting to read, and it seems like it's gonna be 4 out of 5 stars. But I'm not certain about it yet. I don't want to judge it as soon as possible, but I will mention it. See. This book I purchased is by Ali Hazelwood. I liked her writing when I read the Checkmate, and I think this one also seems promising. Also, the movie of this one is coming out pretty soon, so I thought that it makes more sense to read it ahead of time and then watch the movie so I can make a good comparison between them. It's Live Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. Also, they have special part in this edition, which I'm so excited about. So, if you don't know, the story is about a romantic comedy about Olive Smith, a third-year PhD candidate who fake dates Dr. Adam Carlson, a feared professor, to convince her best friend she has moved on from an ex. Their fake relationship, intended to boost their respective reputation and funding, leads to genuine feeling as they navigate academic challenges and personal insecurities. So it sounds so cute and like itsy bitsy, and I really adore these kind of novels right now, and I really enjoyed reading Ali Hazelwood's Checkmate as I mentioned. So it is so promising right now, and I love fake dating because they always do like, we're not dating, we're not exactly together, and then just like they fall in love. It's always so cute. But to be fair, the American version is much more cuter from my perspective. I don't like cartoon characters facing to us. I will prefer this one. This book I purchased and I was so excited about, which was I was really affectionate and I was really excited to read, is another Catherine Center's novel, which was Hello Stranger. And you can see that they put a lot of effort in the church editions of the Catherine Center's novels. Like you see, it's so cute. I mention cute a lot when I'm mentioning romance novels, so sorry for that. But I think romance fits perfectly with the word cute. But the topic of this one is Sadie Montgomery, a fourth grade artist whose life changes after a brain surgery leaves her with prosopagnosia, face blindness. Just before a major career break, while navigating this, she falls for two very different men, a charming veterinarian and her sarcastic neighbor, learning to see the world with her heart. Oh my god, it's a really unique story. I never heard anything like that. Like, these kind of stories are hard because you need to be more sensitive about those kind of sicknesses. And I think her writing is successfully doing that, but I need to read these as well to be 100% sure about that. Let me show you the other Canary Center novel so I can 100% be sure about that. Look at this as well. See? Also, they give like cute bookmarks. That's also mentioning the like book name as well, while they're publishing it. So yeah, this is also becoming a new movie. If you don't know, it's Catherine Center's The Bodyguard, and it's becoming a movie. I think the end of this year, so I really wanted to read it ahead of time. But if you don't know, the topic is about a comedy about Hannah Brooks, a professional executive protection agent reeling from a personal crisis. She assigned to protect superstar actor Jack Stapleton. I'm not sure. From a stalker, she keeps his family in dark. Hannah pretends to be Jack's girlfriend while at his Texas ranch, causing their fake relationship to feel real. This sounds really, really interesting, and actually, I'm planning to start right now, because I think Catherine Center's writing is a fast-paced for me. But we will see. I need to read this one and be sure about it. The other book that I picked is really interesting because I am already page 70 at this one, and the things that are mentioned in the back of the book were not mentioned while I'm reading the first 70 pages. So it was interesting to see. It is a Korean novel, Huinam-dong bookstore. I am not 100% sure. I'm probably failing to explain the names in this book. I am so sorry about that. But if you don't know, our main character, Young-ju, I will be writing there, I'm sorry. Young-ju is decided to drop off her career and just divorce her husband. See? Receipt! Okay, divorce her husband and just open a bookstore. And in these like first 70 pages, we saw the bookstore's journey. Like, from the beginning, she was just like open the bookstore and she was just like hanging out there and trying to sell books, but people were not excited about it. Also, see? I know I got really, really distracted right now, but yeah. The sprayed edges of this book looks like this, which is really cute. At first 70 pages, we are not getting a lot of backstories from the book, and actually we're actually seeing like how she's developing as a bookstore owner. First, she was like not interested in, but after a while, she figured out that she needs to mention some stuff. More, for example, we will be seeing some indie bookstores, especially the book summaries or like I like this book because of this facts kind of descriptions, and she started doing something like that. Also, in addition to that, after she started doing it and also putting like cute notes inside the books, and she started to grow this business. She was also boosting on social media. And after that, she hires a new barista for her coffee shop part. And then you will be seeing more sides of his story as well. So it's interesting, but right now I'm page 70 and the story is not exactly hooking. Because it's a too cutesy role. Like, you are just reading like stages of development till now. I don't know about the rest. We will see shortly. But right now, this is how it's going. Another book that already has a movie version, which I'm really excited to see, is Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. So the Hamnet is about it's focusing on 1596, death of Shakespeare's 11 years old son Hamnet from the plug in Stanford upon Avon. The plot centers on his mother Agnes' navigation overwhelming grief while her husband William buries himself in his work in London. The story explores how his family tragic inspired Shakespeare to write his famous play Hamlet, and it is actually really interesting. Also, one thing I really wanted to talk about. Last night, me and my friends were at the bookstore who were wandering around, and we were talking about book covers that are actually changed to the movie covers, like the Wuthering Heights, Hamnet. And they were like really mad about it, which I understand. I understand both parts, but I agree with them. Let me explain more. I like covers that were put a lot of efforts, and this one is one of them. Before it becomes a movie, it's a book in the end, and people are mentioning a lot about they're giving so much effort while they're producing the best cover for their books. And when you switched it to a movie cover, yes, it helps people to understand, yeah, that was the movie that was inspired from, but it's not a good effort that they're putting in. Like, it is just simple cover that they directly get from the movie. I know people are putting a lot of effort to movie covers as well, but book covers are unique, they're special, and they match with the other books in your bookshelf and stuff like that. So I understand both parts, but I agree with my friends that they're not good. So if you have any comments about it, I really appreciate if you if you write your thoughts on underneath, and I really would like to know, because I just want to know people's opinion about it. Next book, actually, these are the last 3 books in a series because I really wanted to finish that series. I really enjoyed that series. Are you excited to see the Carol series? I read the first one. I fall in love with the characters, I fall in love with the prompt, and I thought that I should find the second one. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anywhere other than the Amazon, and I decided to buy the rest of the series as well, just to be sure. This is not the part of the series; it's an additional novella. That's why it's super duper short. But it is the second book, which is Legend, and the third book is the finale by Stephanie Garber. We have 2 sisters, Donatella and Scarlett. They enter to the caravel and they play the game. And that game, we found out that Donatella was the prize to find. She was missing. And then the journey starts from there. It's a really interesting story. I can explain more about that series. It was so hooking, and it was so exciting. So I just purchased the rest of the series to be safe, so I can finish it. The last 2 books I purchased are in different kind of genres, and this one is really talked a lot in the book community, and I think it might be something that I will be coming out of my comfort zone because I don't usually read historical fictions, but it's The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This book was really mentioned a lot in the book community because it was more heartbreaking as well as like really good historical fiction. It's 2 sisters in Nazi-occupied France during World War II. Vianne, a mother, struggles to survive and protect her child, while her rebellious sister Isabella joins the French resistance at the Nightingale, helping down elite pilots escape. So interesting, is more female focused story, and I think it sounds really interesting, and I can't wait to inform you about this one as well. Last book I will be mentioning in this video is really well mentioned story. It is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I audiobooked another story from her, Taylor Jenkins Reid. It was Carrie Soda is Back, and it was really interesting story to see. So I was really curious about her, and I think she is more about like her characters are based more on their occupations, I can say, because Carrie Soto was a tennis player and she was really well known. And in this one, we will be talking about an artist's and icon in Hollywood. This is about it follows aging Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo, who hires an unknown reporter Morny Grant to write her biography. Evelyn recounts her scandalous life, rise to fame, and 7 marriages, revealing she used them to hide her true love for another actress, Celia Street S.D. James. So it is really interesting novel. Also, it reminds me because it has like 7 husbands kind of thing. If you don't know, there's a like Turkish story. Yeah, it's a Turkish story. Also, they made a lot of movies about Yedi Kocalı Hürmüz. It reminds me that, but I'm not 100% sure. People mention that it's a bit more like Marilyn Monroe as well, because of her Hollywood, like, and the boys that are coming into her life. So I can't wait to talk about it, and it seems interesting. And I really enjoy Taylor Jenkins reads, and I don't know. So guys, thank you for listening to me. I know it was a bit long, than the usual, but I just wanted to mention every book that I purchased, and I think I did a decent job. If you like this video, follow and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. So see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.